basically the customer's just got Optus cable put on, and everything's working fine inside the house. But down the back there's a granny's flat, and we're trying to work out how to get internet down there because the Wi-Fi is not picking it up, and they've got their parents living in the granny flat down the back. So I found that one of these cables, these Cat 5 cables here, had been used as a phone that's going down to the back. So what we're going to do today is convert that phone into a data point. Now that's running underground. We didn't install this cable. They should have used an underground Cat 5 cable, but they haven't. So there's a good chance that down the road that cable is going to deteriorate if it gets moisture into it, and it might not work. But they want to just, for now, I've explained everything to them. They're happy for me to go ahead and use this cable to get it working. Now I've got a tone on that cable coming from this one here. Okay, so it's going to the socket down there. And this cable that was going into the socket inside their house, it's got a short circuit on it. So I don't know what's going on, but what I've done is I've run a new piece of Cat 6 cable into the socket inside the house, and that's just this socket here now onto this port. Now it did have this thing on it, but that was playing up. We weren't getting a good signal through that, so I've replaced that with a brand new one, and that's on that blue Cat 6 cable that you see going out to the box. So now I'm going up to the granny's flat. So it's good that they put something in here for it, because a lot of times you'll find with a granny flat that they actually won't leave any of this type of cabling. So we found this little box on the side here. You can see I've got my tone on that, but as you can see they've just wired up with the two wires for like a phone service. So one of those blue ones, there's two blue ones are going out to two sockets. So we're going to isolate one of those blue ones, it's going to one socket, and we're going to use the blue one and this grey one, because this grey one is the one that's going down to the main house. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put two plugs on either one of those, and then we're going to use a patch cable to go in between so it gets a good connection. And then we'll run a test on everything. If everything tests fine, then that should transmit the data down to here, so they can plug it into the switch on the modem at the house. That will feed down here, so it'll just be the one service, but then both the granny flat and the main house can use that service under the one bill. So happy to pull those apart, and you can see that this one here is the one with the tone on it, and this one's dead, so that's going to another socket in there, and this grey one is the one that's going down the granny flat. So now I'm going to put socket on either end, and then we'll use a little patch cable on both boxes to patch them together. So now I've got my RJ45s on the Cat 6 and the Cat 5. Patching cable between them, so that now we'll send the signal down to the granny flat down there, and then we'll run a test on everything, make sure everything's working. And so now at this end I've put the two RJ45 sockets on here, and I've run a little patch lead in between them. So now we'll test all this, make sure everything's working, and then plug the customer in and make sure they get internet. So I'm in the granny flat. You can see I've got now connected in the socket. I've got the remote down at the other socket in the house, so let's run a quick test on that. Boom, that's a pass. So that's all good, happy days.